Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have ever wondered what ServiceNow actually is and why almost every big company today is using it, then this video is exactly for you. Today we are going to talk about ITSM, which is one of the most important and most commonly used module inside ServiceNow. And honestly, it is also the perfect starting point if you are new to this position. In this video, I am going to walk you through 30 simple questions and answers that cover everything you need to know about ITSM. From incident management to change management and beyond. Whether you are preparing for an interview, starting your ServiceNow career, or just curious about what IT team use behind the scene, stick with me till the end. Because by the time this video is over, you will have a solid understanding of how ITSM actually work in the real world. What is ServiceNow? ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform that helps companies to manage their day-to-day work in a simple and organized way. Think of it as one big system where employees can raise tickets, report problems, ask for new laptops, get HR help, or fix IT issues, all from one place. Instead of sending emails here and there or calling different departments, everything gets logged as a ticket inside ServiceNow, and that ticket moves through a proper process until it is closed. Companies use ServiceNow because it saves time, keeps records clean, and makes sure nothing gets lost or forgotten. It is used by IT teams, HR teams, customer support teams, and even security teams. Because of this wide use, ServiceNow has become one of the most in-demand skill in the IT industry today. And many companies across the world are hiring people who knows how to work on this platform. How many types of service management are there in the ServiceNow? ServiceNow is not just one single tool, it is actually divided into different modules, and each module is built for a specific purpose. The main ones you will hear about: ITSM, which stands for IT Service Management, ITOM, which is IT Operations Management, ITBM, which is IT Business Management, CSM, which is Customer Service Management, HRSD, which is HR Service Directory, SecOps, which handles security incident, FSM, which is Field Service Management, GRC, which covers governance, risk, and compliances, and APM, which is Application Portfolio Management. Each of these modules solves a different business needs. For example, HRSD is used by HR team to manage employee requests like leave or payroll issue. CSM is used by companies to handle their external customers. And SecOps is used by security team to respond to the cyber threats. But out of all these, ITSM is the starting point. It is usually the first thing every ServiceNow beginner learns. In this video, we are going to deep in and understand every part of it through simple question and answers. Introduction to ITSM and its module. ITSM or IT Service Management is the heart of ServiceNow. It is basically a collection of processes that helps an IT team handle the day-to-day issue and requests that come from employees inside a company. If your laptop stops working, if your email is not opening, or if you need to install a new software on the computer, all of this falls under ITSM. Under ITSM, there are several smaller modules that work together, such as incident management, problem management, change management, request management, knowledge management, service level management, configuration management, release management, asset management, major incident management, and the service catalog and portal. Now let us go through 30 important questions and answers that will help you to understand each of these modules in details. Question number 1. What is ITSM in ServiceNow? ITSM stands for IT Service Management, and it is the main module inside ServiceNow that helps IT team to manage the daily technical needs of a company. It covers everything from fixing a broken laptop to approving a new software request, and it makes sure that every issue is tracked properly from start to finish instead of getting lost in the email or phone call. The biggest advantage of ITSM is that it brings structure to IT support. Every problem or request becomes a ticket, and that ticket has an owner, a status, and a deadline. This means employees get faster help, and the IT team can measure how well they are performing based on how quickly they solve issues. Question number 2. What is incident management in ITSM? Incident management is the process used to handle any unplanned interruption or reduction in the quality of the IT service. In simple words, whenever something breaks or stops working, like the internet going down or an application crashing, it is called an incident, and the goal of this process is to restore normal service as fast as possible. The main focus of incident management is speed, not finding the root cause. For example, if a printer is not working, the support team will first try to quick fix like restarting it, just to get the user working again. Finding out why it broke in the first place is handled separately under problem management, which we will talk about next. Question number 3. What is problem management in ITSM? Problem management is the process that focuses on finding the root cause of issue that keeps happening again and again, while incident management is about fixing things quickly. Problem management is about digging deeper and asking why did this incident happen in the first place so that it does not repeat in the future. For example, if the same server crashes every week, the support team will raise a problem record, investigate the real cause, and then apply a permanent fix. This might involve changing some settings, upgrading hardware, or fixing a bug in the software. Once the root cause is removed, the number of repeated incidents goes down significantly. Question number 4. What is the difference between incident and problem management? The easiest way to understand the differences is that incident management is about restoring service quickly, while problem management is about preventing the issue from happening again. An incident is the symptom and a problem is the disease behind that symptom. If your systems keep crashing, fixing it once is an incident, but finding out why it keeps crashing is a problem. In real projects, one problem record can be linked to many incident records. For example, if 50 employees report that their email is not working, that could be 50 different incidents, but they might all be connected to one single problem, which could be a server issue. Solving that one problem prevents all 50 incidents from happening again in the future. Question number 5. What is change management in ITSM? Question number 5. What is change management in ITSM? Change management is the process used to control how changes are made to IT system, such as updating software, installing patches, or upgrading hardware. The idea behind this process is that any change to a live system carries risk. So before making that change, it needs to be planned, reviewed, and approved by the right people. This process helps companies avoid situations where a small update accidentally breaks something important. For example, before updating a company's main server, the change request goes through a review board that checks the risk, plans a rollback option in case something goes wrong, and only then approve the changes to be implemented during a safe time window. Question number 6. What are the types of change management? There are mainly 3 types of changes in ServiceNow. The first is a standard change, which is a low risk and pre-approved change that has been done many times before, such as adding a new user account. Second is a normal change, which needs proper planning, risk assessment, and approval from a change advisory board before it can be implemented. The third type is an emergency change, which is used when something needs to be fixed immediately to prevent a major business impact, such as critical security flaw. Even though emergency changes move fast, they still need some level of approval, just done in a much quicker way compared to normal changes to make sure accountability is maintained. Question number 7. What is request management in ITSM? Request management handles all the requests that employees make for something they need, rather than something that is broken. This is different from incident management because a request is a normal ask, like needing a new laptop, needing access to a software tool, or asking for additional storage space, not a failure of an existing service. These requests usually go through the service catalog, where employee can browse and select what they need, similar to shopping online. Once a request is submitted, it often needs an approval from a manager before it gets fulfilled. And the whole process is tracked so both the employee and the IT team know the exact status at any time. Question number 8. What is the service catalog in ServiceNow? The service catalog is like an online store inside ServiceNow where employees can see all the services and items they are allowed to request. This could include hardwares like laptop and monitor, software licenses and access permissions, or even HR related services depending on how the company has set it up. The reason companies use A service catalog is to make the request process simple and self-service, meaning employees do not need to call the IT help desk for every small needs. They can just search for what they want, fill in the short form and submit it. And the system automatically routes it to the right team for approval and fulfillment. Question number 9. What is a knowledge management in ITSM? Knowledge management is the process of creating, storing and sharing helpful information so that both employee and support agents can solve common problems on their own without always raising a ticket. This information is usually stored as articles, guides or frequently asked questions inside the platform. For example, if many employees keep asking how to reset their email password, the support team can create a knowledge article explaining these steps. The next time someone has that issue, they can simply search and follow the article themselves, which saves time for both the employee and the support team and reduces the overall number of tickets raised. Question number 10. What is a service level management or SLA in ServiceNow? Service level management is the process of setting clear timeline for how quickly a ticket should be resolved. And these timelines are called SLAs, which stand for Service Level Agreement. For example, a company might decide that all high priority incidents must be resolved within 4 hours, while low priority requests can take up to 2 days. SLAs are important because they hold the support team accountable and give employees a clear expectation of when their issue will be fixed. In ServiceNow, if an SLA is about to breach, meaning the deadline is close, the system automatically sends alert so the support agent can prioritize that ticket and avoid missing the agreed timeline. Question number 11. What is configuration management or CMDB in ServiceNow? CMDB stands for Configuration Management Database, and it is basically a big database that stores information about all the IT assets and components used in a company, such as servers, applications, network devices, and how they are all connected to each other. Each of these items is called a configuration item or CI for short. The CMDB is extremely useful because it helps the IT team understand the impact of any change or issue. For example, if a particular server goes down, the CMDB can show exactly which application and services depends on the server, so the team knows immediately how many users or department will be affected, which helps them prioritize the fix. Question number 12. What is release management in ITSM? Release management is the process of planning, scheduling and controlling how new software versions are updated or delivered into a live environment. It makes sure that when a new feature or update is rolled out, it is tested properly and deployed in an organized way rather than just pushed out randomly. This process becomes especially important in larger companies where many changes are happening at once. Release management groups related changes together into a single release, test them as a package, and schedule them for deployment during a planned time, which reduces the chances of conflict or unexpected issues after the release goes live. Question number 13. What is asset management in ITSM? Asset management is the process of tracking and managing all the physical and digital assets that a company owns, such as laptop, mobile phones, software licenses, and other equipments throughout their life cycle. This means from the day one an asset is purchased until the day it is retired or disposed of. This process helps companies save money and stay organized because they always know how many assets they have, who is using them, and when a warranty or license is about to expire. For example, if a company has 100 software licenses but only 60 are being used, asset management helps identify that so the company does not waste money on unused licenses. Question number 14. What is major incident in ServiceNow? Major incident management is a special process used when an incident is so serious that it affects a large number of users or a critical business service, such as the entire company email system going down. These incidents need faster attention, more resources, and constant communication compared to a regular incident. When a major incident is declared, a dedicated team is usually formed to focus only on resolving that issue, and regular updates are sent to management and affected users until the problem is fixed. Once resolved, a detailed review is often done afterward to understand what went wrong and how to prevent it from happening again. Question number 15. What is the ServiceNow portal in ServiceNow? The service portal is the website-like interface where employees interact with ServiceNow to raise tickets, check the status of their request, browse the service catalog, or search for knowledge articles. It is designed to be simple and user-friendly, similar to browsing any modern website. Instead of dealing with complicated forms or calling support for every small thing, employee can log into the service portal, find what they need, and complete the entire process themselves. The self-service approach is a big reason why companies prefer ServiceNow, since it reduces the workload on the support team while keeping employees satisfied. Question number 16. How does a ticket flow from creation to closure in ITSM? A ticket usually starts when an employee either reports an issue or raises a request, and this can be done through email, phone call, or directly through the service portal. Once created, the ticket automatically gets a priority and category, and it is assigned to the right support group based on the type of issue or request. After assignment, the support agent works on resolving the tickets, and depending on the situation, they might need approvals, additional information, or coordination with the other team. Once the issue is fixed or the request is fulfilled, the ticket is marked as resolved, and after the employee confirms everything is fine, it is finally closed, completing the full life cycle. Question number 17. What is priority and impact in incident management? Impact refers to how much damage or disruption an incident is causing to the business, meaning whether it is affecting one person, one department, or the entire company. Urgency refers to how quickly the incident needs to be resolved. When you combine impact and urgency together, the system calculates the priority of the ticket, such as low, medium, high, or critical. This priority calculation is important because it helps the support team decide what to work on first. For example, an issue affecting the entire company billing system would have high impact and high urgency, making it a critical priority, while a single employee's minor printer issue would likely be low priority and can be handled later. Question number 18. What is the role of Change Advisory Board or CAB? A Change Advisory Board, commonly known as CAB, is a group of people from different departments such as IT, security, and business teams who come together to review and approve major changes before they are implemented in a live environment. Their job is to assess the risk and impact of the proposed change. The CAB usually meets on a regular schedule, like once a week, to go through all the pending normal changes. They ask questions like what could go wrong, is there a backup plan if the change fails, and does this change affect any other system. Only after their approval does the change move forward to the implementation stage. Question number 19. What is a configuration item or CI? A configuration item, commonly called a CI, is any component of an IT infrastructure that need to be tracked and managed, such as a server, a laptop, a software application, a network switch, or even a database. Each CI is stored as a record inside the CMDB along with its detail and relationship to the other CIs. Understanding CI is important because it helps the IT teams see the bigger picture. For example, if one CI, like a database server, is connected to 5 different applications and that server has a problem, the team immediately knows all 5 applications could be affected, which helps them respond faster and communicate clearly with the business. Question number 20. What is known error in problem management? A known error is the problem that has been fully investigated, and the root cause along with the workaround has already been identified, but a permanent fix has not been applied yet. This is recorded so that if the same issue come up again, the support team already knows how to handle it temporarily. For example, if a certain software bug caused the system to slow down every night and the team knows restarting a specific service fixes it temporarily, this becomes a known error. Support agent can use this information to quickly resolve future incidents related to the same issue, even before the permanent fix is developed and deployed. Question number 21. What is a workaround in problem management? A workaround is a temporary solution used to reduce or remove the impact of a problem when a permanent fix is not yet available. It does not solve the actual root cause, but it helps the business to continue running smoothly when the real fix is being worked on in the background. For example, if a particular report in the system fails to generate automatically due to bug, a workaround could be generate the report manually every day until the developers release a permanent fix. This keeps the business functions running without major disruptions while the deeper technical issue is resolved properly. Question number 22. What is an escalation in ITSM? Escalation is the process of moving a ticket to a higher level of support or to a different team because the current team is either unable to resolve it or the ticket has been open for too long and need urgent attention. This ensures that no ticket gets stuck without proper action being taken. There are generally two types of escalation. Functional escalation, where the ticket moves to a more technically skilled team. The hierarchical escalation, where the ticket is brought to the attention of a manager because of the delays or high business impact. Both types make sure that critical issues get the right level of attention quickly. Question number 23. What are the different ticket status in the ServiceNow? Tickets in ServiceNow move through several status during their life cycle. And the common ones include new, which means the ticket has just been created. In progress, which means someone is actively working on it. On hold, which means it is paused waiting for more information. Resolved, meaning a fix has been applied. And closed, meaning everything is confirmed complete. Tracking these states is very useful for reporting and management because it shows exactly how many tickets are open, how many are pending, and how many have been successfully closed. This helps IT managers to understand team performance and identify if certain tickets are getting stuck in a particular state for too long. Question number 24. What is the difference between request management and incident management? The key difference is that incident management deals with something that is broken, not working as expected, while request management deals with something an employee wants or needs, which is a normal ask rather than a failure. For example, your laptop screen going black is an incident, but asking for a new laptop is a request. Both processes are important, but they are handled differently in terms of urgency and approval. Incidents usually need faster action since something is not working, while requests often require approval from a manager or a budget owner before they can be fulfilled, since they usually involve giving something new to the employee. Question number 25. What is the difference between ITSM and ITOM? ITSM or IT Service Management focus on handling tickets like incidents, problem, changes and requests that come from users. And it is mostly about people interacting with the IT team. ITOM or IT Operations Management, on the other hand, focus more on monitoring and managing the actual technical infrastructure like servers and networks, often automatically without human tickets being involved. To put it simply, ITSM is more about supporting people and their day-to-day IT needs, while ITOM is more about keeping the backend system healthy and detecting technical issues before they even affect users. Many companies use both modules together since ITOM can automatically create incidents in ITSM when it detects a real problem in the infrastructure. Question number 26. What is the Asset Lifecycle Management? Asset Lifecycle Management refers to tracking an asset such as laptop or software license through every stage of its life, starting from when it is purchased and when it is assigned to an employee and when it is maintained or repaired, and finally when it is retired or disposed at the end of its useful life. This full life cycle tracking helps companies plan their budget better since they know when assets are getting old and might need replacement soon. It also helps with compliances, especially for software licenses, since companies need to make sure they are not using more license than what they have legally purchased and paid for. Question number 27. What is a standard operating procedure or SOP in ITSM? A standard operating procedure, commonly called an SOP, is a documented set of step-by-step instructions that support agents follow to handle a specific types of task or issue consistently. This ensures that no matter which agents pick up the ticket, the same process is followed and the quality of service remains consistent. For example, a company might have an SOP for how to handle a password reset request, listing every step from verifying the employee identity to actually resetting the password and confirming with the user. Having SOPs in place reduces errors, saves training time for new agents, and keeps the overall support process reliable. Question number 28. What is the difference between a standard change and a normal change? A standard change is a low-risk, well-known change that has been performed successfully many times before, so it does not need approval every single time. It is pre-approved based on a template. An example would be creating a new email account for new employee, since this is a routine task with a predictable outcome. A normal change, on the other hand, is something that has not been pre-approved and need to go through proper planning, risk assessment, and approval from the change advisory board before it can happen. This is because normal changes usually carry more risk or are being done for the first time. So extra caution is needed. Question number 29. Why is ITSM important for a company? ITSM is important because it brings order and structure to how a company handles its technology needs. Without ITSM, employee would be sending random emails or making phone calls whenever something goes wrong. And there would be no proper way to track whether the issues was actually solved or how long it took. With ITSM in place, every issue and request becomes trackable, measurable, and accountable. Management can see the reports on how the IT team is performing, employees get faster and more reliable support, and the overall business runs more smoothly because technology problems are handled in an organized and professional way instead of chaos. Question number 30. Who uses ITSM in a company? ITSM is mainly used by the IT support teams who work on resolving tickets raised by employee, but it is also used by every single employee in the company whether they need technical help or want to request something new like equipment or software access. In this way, ITSM touches almost everyone in the organization. Beyond regular employees and IT agents, ITSM is also used by IT managers who monitor performance through the report and dashboards, and by senior leadership who reviews overall services quality and make decisions about improving processes. This wide usage is exactly why learning ITSM is such a valuable skill for everyone starting a career in IT support. Question number 31. How can someone start a career in ServiceNow ITSM? Starting a career in ServiceNow ITSM does not require a technical background in coding, which makes it accessible to a lot of people. A good starting point is understanding the core concept we covered in this video, like incidents, problems, changes and requests, and then getting hands-on practice by exploring a free ServiceNow developer instance available online. After building a basic understanding, many people go on to get certified, such as the ServiceNow Certified System Administrator certifications, which is highly valued by employers. Combining this certificate with practical experience, even though personal practice projects can open the doors to roles like Service Desk Analyst, ITSM Administrator, or ServiceNow Support Engineer. That covers ITSM and all its important modules in ServiceNow. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who is preparing for ServiceNow or IT support roles, and comment below. See you in the next video.